If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe.
For those of you who watched the Disney Plus series, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, you noticed that on the very last episode, instead of showing the Falcon, they said Captain America in Winter Soldier. And that really just kind of, I thought was very cool. At that point, I was completely 100% sold with Sam being Captain America, and I was very much looking forward to trying him in a game. So I'm very pleased to be able to bring Sam, Captain America, into the game today. So Sam is my Avengers leader. He has War Machine with him. I brought Deadpool, Luke Cage, Ant-Man and Wasp into the game. We don't tend to see Ant-Man and Wasp in these games. They actually benefit quite well from Sam's new leadership ability. So I'm hoping I get to play that up to very well. The rest of them, we'll see how it goes. I'm not used to playing Avengers. So I'm hoping the game goes well in that regard. And Nikki is always a challenging opponent, so wish me luck. My team tactics cards are Kung Lao Training, Avengers Assemble, Eye on the Prize, Bird of Prey, and Chimichangas. Some of these came with Falcon and War Machine, or Captain America War Machine. So I want to try them out, especially the one that allows you to use Falcon to grab an objective up to range 2 away for 1 power. It's pretty sweet. The rest of them, we'll see how they go. Chimichanga, I'm always terrified to use, but it seems too good not to bring. So with that, hopefully this will go well, and we'll see how the game goes.
Today I am playing the Cabal with Sin as the leader, Crossbones, Baron Zemo, Enchantress, Viper, and I needed a 2-point character, so I chose Nebula. I've never played Cabal before, so this is exciting for me, and we'll see how it goes. My team tactic cards are Dark Rain, to Ash and Cinder, Advanced R&D, Illicit Tech, and Trip Up. I love the cards Trip Up and Advanced R&D, so I wanted to bring a couple that I'm used to playing. The rest are all new, so I'm excited to see if I can pull those off. Okay, I have priority.
This is exciting. This is a game I've been looking forward to trying.
All right, so there's Sin. Did she just pick up a hammer?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, you're trying to stay out of 3-inch range from me, or range 3 range from me. I don't understand why. That's a lie. I totally get it. She's stealthed. Don't tell anybody. All right, so I'm up. And I am starting with Captain America himself. I really wanted him to get a hammer. I thought his shield throw with a hammer would be pretty awesome. So I wanted to hurry up and grab that before Nikki did.
All right, there's Viper. Looking very green. So she's by the moon thingy, whatever it is.
The console, yeah. So if no one is contesting it, you can if you pay the power, you automatically get it, which is kind of unique, as far as I know. That was the new 14-point mission. I think it came with Cabal. All right, so Luke Cage is coming up. Now you might see a little hand there. That's not mine. It didn't shrink. Our 9-year-old is helping us out. She wanted to learn the game. So we're teaching her basic movement mechanics now. She'll be helping out a little bit for the first few rounds.
Until she gets bored with the whole thing.
Right. But hey, she asked a number of times. We thought that was pretty cool. So whole family gets to join in on this one. She grabbed, she claimed that console for me.
All right, crossbones.
Now, you made a very good point early on. You were more concerned you weren't concerned about the hammers, but you're trying to get those consoles because it is a pain in the butt to try to get them away from somebody if you've got somebody contesting it.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing the whole time. I didn't want to have to roll for it if you had it.
Yeah, one die, it's very difficult. All right, so here comes Deadpool. I thought it would be fun for him to grab the other the hammer there, so I'm actually doing this myself. That is my hands, not little hands. But she is still here. Fear not.
You said our whole family. It wasn't our whole family. We're missing 25% of our family here.
Well, no, I'm saying it's fun for the whole family.
Oh, fun for the whole family.
Actually, the other one, the eldest, helped me practice when we first got this game. So.
That's right. She played it before I did.
There's Zemo.
Okay, picking up the hammer. This is the first time I've played Baron Zemo. I know everybody loves Baron Zemo, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna mess this up. I'm not gonna play him right. So got him over there. And I don't think I had any power left, so couldn't roll for it.
No, because you had the hammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here comes Wasp. Thought it was pretty safe now since you couldn't really retaliate on this side. And here's my roll. My little person roll. We're trying to explain to her which one she rolls into. And she didn't get it, but hey, thank you for trying.
Okay, Nebula. Needed a 2-pointer. I am always like not sure if Nebula's the right move when I pick her, but I just think she's fun.
When you have 6 people, I think it's a little easier, safer bet to do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, you blaster pistoled me there.
Not a great roll.
But I do have a hammer, so you get to re-roll those dice. Or at least the non-skulls.
Still blocked it.
Still blocked. Captain America. Yeah, I really like that Sam model. That shield is a pain in the butt to paint, for the record. You'll notice that it's not even those lines. I went over it like probably a dozen times. I could not keep my hand steady.
All right, so here comes Ant-Man. Maybe not the best person to put on that same side with Wasp for their size-changing abilities, but I just thought it was thematic, so I kept them together. And I want to see how well they would do with the new Captain America. They definitely can benefit from his ability, unlike the Steve Rogers ability.
Okay, Enchantress. Hush, Andy. Have you ever played Enchantress?
Maybe once or twice. Spurned affection. Sorry, we got to keep close. We were told that we got soft, so we're trying to keep close to the microphone. Your affection was spurned successfully. And War Machine. Now, I have been waiting for quite a while for War Machine to pop in to this game. I really like his abilities. Get a chance to use quite a few of them during this game, which I thought was great. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler there. So, now he's trying to grab that console from Viper. And we get it! Yay! So, I believe we now have 2. And now it's time for Red Mayhem.
Yes, and for Red Mayhem, for an allied character, each allied character contesting an objective token, I can roll if it's a crit, wild, or hit. Any enemy characters contesting it gets moved back short. Kind of the same thing if there's an allied character within 2 of somebody holding, like a hammer or something. If I roll a crit, wild, or hit, I believe it's the same. They drop it.
So here's just the movement. She was successful for 2 out of the 3. And there we go. We're off to the races.
All right, round 2. I'm starting with Baron Zemo, and he wants to claim that. Is it a console? Did you say?
Yeah, console.
For Cabal. And now I'm just going to decide what I want to do next.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
No, Red Mayhem was phenomenal for this scenario.
Right, because I moved those characters off. He can just pay a power.
That is so nice, not having to roll for it.
Hopefully that's that we did that right. Somebody's like, no, that's not how you do it. What? Okay.
You know, I don't have a great track record this season for setting things up correctly or doing the scenarios right, so I really wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, this is making me want to get the card and reread it right now. So, all right, moving Baron Zemo within 2 of Deadpool, so I can do my strike.
Ooh, a sword fight! I didn't realize that the first time I saw this.
Oh, so cool! I wish I could fight with a sword. That'd be awesome.
Yes, it would be. I got my helper out again. She's not helping me this one, though.
She was helping me.
I think she secretly loves Mom more than me, which, that's fine.
It's not really much of a secret, Andy.
Right? She's not lying. All right, so you successfully dazed me there. No, you didn't. I'm sorry. This was just a move for Captain America. So he is going to do a shield throw. That's right. I was trying to get away from Enchantress. That's why I moved that way. And I've got strength 5 now because of my shield, or because of the hammer. So shield throw, not a great roll there. And yeah, you easily block that shield.
All right, Enchantress is very upset that you moved everybody. She's like, oh man, now I gotta move over there.
I do think that's kind of the key with Enchantress. You've got to force her to move a little bit so she just can't automatically do all the crap she can do.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Luke Cage is outside of 3, so she can't reach. I was hoping to be able to move far enough to reach Luke Cage and Deadpool, but didn't happen. So, pretty good roll.
Yeah. Wade is officially dazed. Now, but my all new, all different Marvel, all new, all different, I'm sorry, kicks in. My leadership ability. So since Deadpool's dazed, I get to move one of my people up short.
This game had so many, like, movement things like that. Like, who had control of the consoles could move, and isn't that right? Or
Yeah.
you could move someone off?
So yeah, if you've got control, you can push somebody short. So if you have 2 of the 3, you can push somebody short. Or if you have 1 and the other person has none. That's at the beginning during the power-up phase. So I moved up Ant-Man to get him closer to Crossbones. And now it is War Machine's turn. And I am moving him up. You know, I kind of am sacrificing a movement. But Metal Storm is a beam 3. And it just so happens that if I move him there, Viper and Nebula are both in range. So this was fun. I was looking forward to
Viper
this.
thinks you're kind of creepy and you need to step back. Like,
back off, buddy.
yeah, why are you looking over my shoulder like that?
It's only war. I promise you. That's it. This is... So good roll. Really good roll there. And now against Nebula. This, I need an equally good roll. She blocked already a good portion of those. But hey, any damage on Nebula is a good one.
Yeah, I think I took 1. No? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, I took 1. Or you took 1, I'm sorry.
Took 1. Okay, Sin is going to use automatic pistol on Ant-Man.
And you've got a hammer. So this is going to hurt. Especially when you roll like that.
Okay, well, it's 3. And then so you blocked 1, so 2.
You basically are rolling, what, 10 dice? 20 dice in this particular set of attacks. So that's a lot of dice.
All right, so rapid fire kicks in. Ooh, yeah.
Luckily you roll like that sometimes.
Not great, so that was no help. And is this the strike again?
No, this is another set of automatic
Oh, okay.
pistol.
Automatic pistol, yeah.
And rapid fire. Sorry, I got things a little out of focus there. So, yeah, oh gosh. You really peppered him well, and he got dazed. So guess what time it is? All new, different. All different time. So Luke Cage gets to move up, and he's looking at Zemo, thinking, you need a good punch to the face, sir. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to throw a good punch to the face. A Power Man punch, if you would. So here we go. Power Man punch. And good roll there. Ma, the little one's helping out Hickey. Or is she helping out Daddy? We don't know. Because that was a fantastic roll for me. But you had your ability to reroll those dice. Luckily, no real good effect there. But you did throw Counter-Strike on me.
Which never works for me. I think it's worked 1 time for me in all of my history of playing this game.
So I could have thrown another punch, but I thought it was probably more likely that I could hurt you for that last point if I threw some at you and forced you to roll the dice, because you don't get any defenses or any rerolls on this one. And
I think you were right.
yeah, I learned that from our last game, but a lot of people pointed that out with Magneto, and that's very, very true. when you can throw something that's far better than trying to roll the dice.
I mean, it probably just depends, but yeah.
Yeah, it probably depends, but I'm going to make blanket statements like this right now, Nikki.
Yes, make one. Make a blanket statement, Andy. All right, Nebula versus War Machine, blaster pistol.
I'm too close to the objective. No!
Okay, 3 so far. 4.
Yeah, I think you have Tiny Helper helping you there.
I do have Tiny Helper.
That was a really good roll for Tiny Helper.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what that one dice was.
We'll see in a second. There we go.
Oh, 5, right?
Yeah.
And you blocked 2.
And you get a reroll because you're an assassin.
Oh yeah, being assassin's fun.
For you. So yeah, you dazed War Machine there. That was a really good roll. Wasp is up though, and I'm going to just try to pepper Crossbones a little bit with a size-changing smackdown. I don't know why I feel the need to say that every time, but I do, so I will.
I like it.
Too bad the punch. The punch was actually pretty decent. And I got control of the console. Yes! She was infuriated as to what you did with her boyfriend.
I see.
For some reason, you felt the need to retaliate, though.
All right, so Crossbones here. So not a great roll. 2, you blocked 1.
So you threw a haymaker at me.
Huh. So not a great. Oh, what was that one?
A blank or shield.
So 3.
Yeah, luckily for me. But you got control of that console back. Ugh, no. No. And now you're going with Viper.
All right, Viper is just staying there. There's nothing else she can do with him dazed. Rolling for the Red Mayhem, didn't get it.
Yeah, so sorry for confusion there. War Machine is dazed. I just didn't have that marker up, but we both knew that in this game. So that brings the score 7-7. All right, so after that thrashing in round 2, I have priority, and I want to start with War Machine. I'm going to use Empty the Clip on Enchantress, and I am going to pay to remove Enchanting. So that will only give her 2 physical dice. This is the one that if I roll criticals, I add 2 damage, not 1, but I take a damage myself, which would have been totally worth it. So I do spend 2 power. Unfortunately, I don't roll any crits, but I do roll pretty good, 4 dice. So I did 4 damage there. Not enough to daze her, unfortunately. She's got 6, I believe. But now I'm going to be using the Metal Storm. And I'm targeting Enchantress, which allows me to hit Nebula and Viper. So this is exciting. Starting with Enchantress. Roll pretty decent. And I removed Enchanting again. I do 1 point damage. She still has 1 left, unfortunately. Nebula, you healed yourself last round, and I didn't roll well. So Nebula also unscathed. Not so good for War Machine. So 1 crit, and you block all that. I feel like he's just trying to be a gentleman, and he doesn't really want to do any harm to these lovely ladies.
I think that the lovely ladies are just, defending well.
It was not performance anxiety, I promise.
Okay. Okay, so Enchantress was full up on power, so I'm assuming that's why I decided to bring Captain America up a little bit.
You were basically screwing with me to get rid of power.
I suppose. So now I'm going to do Spurned Affection. All right, so Deadpool first.
I did forget I know karate that first round. I remembered it this round.
All right, so I think you took 2 there. Deadpool. Is that
Yeah.
Deadpool. And so this is Captain America. All right, that's 4 for Captain America, and you blocked none of it. And Enchantress is throwing that little size 2 structure at Deadpool, and he blocks none of it.
Yeah, even though he knows karate, he knows how to be KO'd. Now, Nikki was on 1 stamina and she was bleeding. That was her bleed marker. So she just dazed. Thank goodness. So that's why I felt bold enough to move next to her to do a shield throw. I can't see Viper, unfortunately, but I can see Nebula, and she is still a major threat over there to War Machine. So I'm going to do a Strength 5 shield throw. Ricochet also will not hit Nebula. I'm sorry, would not hit Viper because I can't see her initially. So you have to be able to see him for Ricochet and things like that to hit them. So here's the throw, the wind up. It's good so far. Very good so far. It is excellent. And Nebula is dazed. So it would have been nice if Viper had also been dazed, because that's a Ricochet right there. But again, doesn't work that way. So now I do Avengers Assemble. And I did that to move Captain America and Ant-Man up a little bit to better get them ready, or to better range them for attacks I need to do. I can now see Viper. I probably should have done that first. Hindsight 2020. That's my bad. So now I'm going to attack Viper with Captain America, because then that Ricochet would have hit her. Again, I probably wasn't thinking well at that point. But here we go. Shield throw at Viper. Pretty good roll. Oh, you're using that all-out defense, the coiled serpent.
Oh, yeah.
Which means if I do no damage, I take 2, which would daze him.
And I think I almost got
You
away.
almost got away with
I got
it.
1 damage.
Yes.
Okay, Baron Zemo. Sword Strike with Master Swordsman.
Luke Cage is disrespecting you by having his back to you.
It does look like that, doesn't it? Not a great roll so far.
Yeah, limited to how many dice you can reroll.
Mm-hmm. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You blocked 1? Is that right?
And then I have my impervious skin.
Oh, that's right. So you got 2. One, 2.
And 1, 2 over me. So, no damage. Lucky. All right, so keeping with the theme of doing beam attacks, I am within range. I'm going to use a bullet ant barrage on Crossbones and Sin. It's a really good attack for Ant-Man, and it poisons and stuns, so pretty good overall. So 3 damage, you block 1. So 2, but you're poisoned and stunned. And now on to Sin. I felt pretty good with that roll. She only has 4 stamina on this side, which that's kind of sucky for a leader to be that way, but it works out, I think, all in all. So yeah, I just dazed Sin. Now I am using shape change here, size change, to move over there. You move range 1. That's automatic part of it. Or you can move up to range 1. And now I'm going to do an uppercut. A ant-sized uppercut. I did have to drop the hammer. That's unfortunate. It was a calculated risk, though. And yeah, that calculated risk worked out pretty well. Alright, so that frees me up to grab my hammer back, because I had to drop it when I changed size. And then I also grabbed that console for an extra point. So I believe I am all out of power on that one.
Okay, so Viper. Okay, I guess played Dark Reign on Captain America. I was wishing at this point I had played it earlier. I kind of forgot about it. And I wanted Captain America to drop his hammers. Definitely wanted to take him out. I guess that was my thoughts. But I actually didn't need to use it. It looks like I rolled well enough just to take him out.
I mean, yeah, it's not like this happened instantaneously as fast as it's in this video, so you may have forgotten that he got 4 damage from Enchantress.
Yeah, I'm not sure what my thoughts were on that one, but definitely should have played Dark Reign earlier. All right, so War Machine.
All those hammers.
Yeah, that wasn't great, but I got a couple in there.
Well, no, because I have titanium armor plating, so reduce it by 1.
That's right.
So it's Luke Cage up, and Zemo's looking all cocky there, so it's time to throw another Power Man punch at him. No one should look that cocky, Zemo. No one.
He looks so nice in his jacket.
He does. It's very dapper. So, yeah, Power Man threw an excellent punch. But you have your Master Swordman ability, so you re-roll your dice here. Block 2.
And then that's my, what do you call it? Something.
That's the, yeah, you automatically get 1 re-roll every turn.
Which I think I forgot to do last time.
I think you did, yeah. So you counter-strike, did not be effective. So now I'm doing Sweet Christmas. And the whole goal here was to get that wild. Because I knew no matter what, if I could throw Zemo, he was going to be KO'd at this point. So that worked. He's KO'd. I have officially taken him out of the game now. And here we did things a little out of sequence. This is my fault. Nikki has not done her Red Mayhem rolls, so those are about to come up. But I realized I had filmed that before she did the Red Mayhem, so here's what happened.
All right, got that one. Okay, and I'm moving Captain America, and Andy and I were just discussing, he was dazed, so he technically wasn't contesting that, so I shouldn't have moved him.
Yeah, that was my fault. I didn't put the marker down.
So I think we were just kind of caught up, but yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Sorry, Andy.
It happens. No, that's my fault. I should have thrown that down.
All right, round 4. And Andy, I guess, controlled the console, so he moved Enchantress. So to Ash and Cinder, I thought this was really fun. Crossbones or Sin can place it within 3. And in the next cleanup phase, it will basically blow up and cause whoever's within 2 of it 2 damage.
And it's done.
And a stun. Can't forget that. All right, Enchantress looks like had to move up. Because you moved her. Thanks, Andy. Now I only get 1 action left. All right, versus Captain America. Ooh, that's bad. That's really just pathetic. I think I'm wanting to, like, throw something at this point across the room. But I kept my cool.
She did.
All right, War Machine. hopefully this goes better. Meh, not really.
No.
No, not at all. That was pointless. That was completely pointless.
My bad. So then you did Siren's Call.
Just to do something. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to move you back, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's kind of a jerk move there.
See how you like it from back there, Andy.
Right? So now I am going to play War Machine, and I'm doing Metal Storm. And again, I can hit 2 people with it. So starting with Viper. And not starting out great, but she's only on 1 stamina, so that's all it needed. So she dropped both hammers there. And then on to Nebula, who's a tiny bit more durable. Good roll. We'll see what those results are, but I only did 2 damage there, unfortunately. She's got 3 left. No, she can't grab the hammer, so that's always good. So another decent roll. So that will KO her, but she blocks 1, so I only do 2 more, so she's still on 1 stamina.
All right. I guess I decide I better do something with Nebula before she gets KO'd. So I decide, well, let's see what we can do with Luke Cage. He is hard to take out, but Nebula's an assassin, so who knows? Shock Sword attack.
Yeah, you're definitely capable of taking him out with her. On an objective?
If I roll well, and I didn't. I got a bunch of skulls that I couldn't re-roll. So 2, and you blocked 1, but really...
Impervious
Yeah.
skin, so yeah. So now it is time to take out the crossbones. So I'm going to do a Pim Particle Punch. I've got hammers. Or I got a hammer, I should say. So not bad. And starting out very well, actually. I'm going to follow that up with a Bolt and Barrage. Can't hit Sin, but I do a really good roll on Crossbones there. And already right now, that's more than enough to KO him. I do take him out. At this point, I showed Nikki that really there is no way she can win the game. I will one way or another control 2 consoles, no matter what she does with Sin. And I will be able to grab both hammers with Captain America. I have more than enough power to do that. I have 3 power, so grab the console, grab both hammers. It's a victory for me. So we decided to call the game right there. But it was a great game. Really enjoyed that one with Nikki.
Well, Andy, you won again. Starting to get a little bit of a complex.
Yeah.
A little blow to the self-esteem.
Yeah, that's you played 4 out of 6 new people this time, and you were having to learn them on the fly, and you still gave me a run for my money. So that's not exactly the great victory. It sounds like you did really well, and
I'm sure I made lots of mistakes, but as first time playing Cabal, first time playing Baron Zemo, Crossbones, Sin, and Viper, so it's a learning process. So
Yeah, and I generally don't play Avengers either, so that was kind of a new one for me as well.
I think one thing for me is I was so focused on my new characters, I kept forgetting to play my team tactic cards, which is just a huge thing in the game. So, like when I played Dark Reign, I should have played it when I activated Enchantress. I forgot. I think I could have dazed Captain America if I had, and then he couldn't have gone on to do all the things he did.
The wonderful things he did, yes, for America.
Right. And then I don't know. What did you think of the new Captain America?
I knew I was going to like playing Sam, but I really enjoy playing them more than I thought I would. So yeah, his leadership ability. It's hard for me to visualize. I have to experience it myself. And when you have 6 characters, 3 cost, they're all fairly easy to daze for the most part. You're going to see that leadership ability kick in quite a few times, and we did. And I really was very pleased with it. It was very cool to see. I'm a believer now, and just like that though, I'm also a believer in Sin's leadership ability after watching you do it, in my opinion, the way it's supposed to be done. I didn't have that kind of success when I played her. You basically were punishing me left and right every round for having people too close to objectives and things. So I was rather impressed with that as well. So good job on that one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I liked it. I thought she did. I like her leadership ability.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good game.
And this is kind of a neat little twist for us because I tend to play. I generally don't like the bad guys necessarily, but I don't mind playing them in this game. You generally do not care for the bad guys, even to play them.
Well,
so if me playing all the good guys and you played the bad guys, that was kind of a neat twist. And
that was, and I can't really explain it. It's not that I don't like playing the bad guys. It's just I like what I like.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a certain kind of bad guy, like Enchantress.
Right.
I don't know. I can't.
You do love
explain
your
it.
Enchantress.
I do love Enchantress. But yeah, it's like you like. I don't know. You love Punisher and stuff like that, and I'm just not as into that. So I'm not into.
I'm the anti-heroes, yeah. So that's why I mean a Ghost Rider, Venom, Punisher list right up my alley. So and I haven't played that in a while. That's an idea for the near future. But yeah, this game actually was recommended by one of our subscribers. We were actually going to play A-Force versus Avengers, and they recommended, hey, why don't you try Sin Cabal versus Sam Avengers? And we love that idea.
Yeah, literally just I read that and I was like, yeah, let's do that because I haven't played it before and it just sounded interesting. So,
What you speaking of not played before, what do you think about the new scenario? We haven't played the shield builds a base on the blue side of the moon.
Oh, I liked that. I always like those kind of things.
Yeah, that was kind of a neat one.
Yeah, it's just kind of different. Yeah.
And actually, it's very thematic with the hammers and Sin because of Fear itself storyline, and then on the moon, sure, makes enough sense for any time for the Avengers to join that one. So that was very fun. So next game, what are we looking at?
Well, I know you got a couple of the spider foes.
Yeah, we got the Lizard and Kraven the Hunter in. So
probably see that next week. Spider foes and maybe Web Warriors again.
Yeah, Web Warriors again because I know you want to try them again, and that just makes too much sense.
But yeah, that sounds good to me. So we'll talk about it.
Yep, looking forward to it. Always keep those comments coming in. We do appreciate them. What you want to see in the other games, please let us know. We'd like to try to play some of the lists that people don't tend to see as often, and that's fun for us. So
I mean, just whatever.
Yeah,
we'll
but whatever.
so,
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
And until then, we will see you next week.
Bye.
All right, have a good one.